Okay, we're gonna try this again. Hey everyone, Yoshi here, and I'm joined by Dave. If this is gonna work, what the hell? Okay, so we're gonna be ranking every single season of Nick game shows that aren't Double Dare. We're not including Guts because, well, every season kind of blends together. So, in case people ask, we're re-recording this because for some reason Streamlabs doesn't let my mic work, but Bandicam does because I have no idea. So we're gonna start with Finders Keeper season 1. Dave, any thoughts on Finders Keeper season 1?
Well, season one, I would say better, in my opinion, but I like season one kind of um well they have some new some of the rooms are different from season two and three. Like for example for the add-on room, because Larry Toffer don't have the add-on room
Yeah,
in
that was probably
his.
I'm assuming that was like one that only for the pilot or something, one of the pilot taping sessions.
So I think my opinion, I like all three seasons, but I would say my favorite season is Larry Toffer's season because they have more I guess you call it like booby traps, you know what I mean?
Yep. So,
Like more stuff falling from the ceiling than the first season, you know what I mean?
yep. So I'll discuss this first. So season 1, this season is the most incomplete. We have only 26 episodes out of 69. There are 10 wins this season. I know there's an incomplete episode has a win, so 10 out of 26, not bad for a win percentage. One of the things I didn't like about this season was because it's supposed to be 4 and 4, but anytime it's like, oh, if someone didn't circle the item, we gotta throw the room out. So I think I did. I checked my stats. Out of 26 episodes, only 9 of them have all 8 rooms searched. And I know people.
Right.
The thing people had issue with Finders Keepers is it's $25 for the hidden pictures, so $25 for each hidden picture in round 1, and then the rooms were 50. But thing is, like, say like you get 3 rooms in round 1, you get $75, but you can't find anything. The other team gets 150, so they win by basically doing absolutely nothing. And there have been at least 2 episodes in season 1 where the blue team will search 7 out of 8 rooms. They only find 2 items, and the red team can search 1 room and then just win the entire show based off that. And the other thing is, out of the 10 wins, technically, the red team only won once, and it was an episode where they basically sat on their butts and didn't do anything. I think I think Wesley's a good host, Harvey's a good announcer. You might notice with some of the early episodes, some weird quirks, or like, instead of the trip for the instant prize, you'll get like a TV or Mr. Game Show, which they got a Five Below. Stuff like that. The prizes also.
Oh, there. Okay, I'm back.
Guess what? It didn't record my video audio because Streamlabs doesn't like my mic, but Bandicam does.
So we're starting all over?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't like the.
Oh,
I didn't like the old recording anyway, so. Dave's giving his opinion, so.
Can we just be a little bit faster with this one?
Yeah, we were at 45 minutes and you're only at like 3 things, so yeah. So, yeah, for season 1, I mentioned that. The other thing I didn't like was the prizes were like random. It's like, oh, this team got 5 out of 6. You didn't get the VHS tapes, but you got this expensive TV. But the team who only got 3, you got the tapes, while the team who got more than you didn't. So, I can't give this season a full ranking because we don't have all of it, but I will give it a B. That seems like a fair ranking to me.
Yeah, I think so.
Season 2, it has issues similar to Family Double, Philly Double Dare, where it's like it has issues with Philly Double Dare, where it's like, oh, the front game was better improved, but the end game sucked because out of 44 episodes, well, I'm assuming the lost episode didn't have a win. As you can see, only only 8 teams ended up frickin' getting everything. Yeah, like I said this before, like you can see a bunch of them. You have 6 out of 8, 6 out of 8, 7 out of 8, 7 out of 8, stuff like that, but only 4 teams broke the 700-point barrier. Very few teams end up actually winning. The prize, of course, got upgraded because you have, like, the Nintendo and stuff like that. And the instant prize, of course, were tricks and things, but I brought this up in the Lost recording, but you might notice the announcer, they somehow fired Bob without saying anything. Like, for example,
He must have moved on to another project, I guess.
yeah, because here's his intro.
If you can find the whale hidden in this picture, then you can win a run through our prize-filled house, where what you find is what you keep on Finders Keepers.
And then you have
If you can find the flashlight hidden in this picture.
And the other thing I didn't like is that 90% of the time, Joe would not read off what the prizes were. He'll just be like, "You won contest prizes worth over $3,000." Yeah, like his voice is easy to mimic or something. It sounds like Captain Crunch a little bit. You won Captain Crunch with
Hilarious. Nobody cares about Captain Crunch.
Yeah, well, you have that. Yeah, again, the win rates on the show were just so bad, and I showed this before. Like, you've had several teams who end up just getting 2 prizes, because, like, you go to get the first 2 items, and then you end up just burning a minute trying to get this damn object that you can't find because we put in a spot that's impossible.
Again, there's like so much arguments between the producers and directors on these shows, and it really shows.
Yeah, there was only 8 wins on the show. And also the thing with the instant prize, like the last 2 taping sessions, only one person won the instant prize and was the team who ended up losing. Like, very few teams won the instant prize. Next with Season 3, which I talked about before. Season 3, Larry sucks as a host, which I've already discussed multiple times. Because he has this issue where it's like, he'll read a clue, and then, oh, you didn't get it, repeat it. Here it is again, and again, and again. Did you get it? Did you get it? It's like a broken record. He doesn't want to frickin' be there, obviously.
He just wants his paycheck.
Yeah. And again, I mentioned before in the old recording, we're not 100% sure on this. They didn't want Wesley to host because he was gay. Which, yeah, that happened nowadays.
It's only allegedly.
Yeah, well, he also got fired from Land of the Lost. But the thing was also, it was Fox, so they were different. Because, for those who don't know, the first 2 seasons were filmed in Philadelphia. On Nickelodeon, but then similar to like when Double Dare moved to syndication, this show moved to syndication. And moved to Fox, and then was filmed in LA, and then like a month later aired on Nickelodeon. A year later aired on Nickelodeon, which, the thing that's sad is like I'll show some of the things, like you have teams who did really good, like you'll have teams get like $700, $825, a $975, but then, for like stats and stuff, let me actually extend, like, teams get only 2 prizes. There was even teams who got like frickin' 1 prize, because if you look down here on the thing, you have 80 seconds on the last room because they can't find the object. A minute on the last room, they only got 1 object. Because they basically made it impossible to find anything. Or kids were just bad at finding
These game shows where you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, and I mentioned in the old recording, I don't have the episode on YouTube yet, but there was an episode where a team spent like their entire clock trying to find the first item. They get it, they get the second room, and the one kid's like, well, shucks, second room, and the other girl's like, this sucks. Or she says, we suck on camera. And the other thing is the announcer would try to make it sound like better than they actually did, like the one where the team got the backpacks. They won the ace pack bag, surprise package worth over.
Really fruitless.
This is like they try to over exaggerate how good they did. There was some good changes though, like halfway through the season the issue was the instant prize would be trips. Because there was an episode where a team got all 6 prizes, got like barely any. Actually, I have this on my. Actually, I do have the episode here. Hold on, let me find it. It's 13. Yeah, there we go. They get a KB gift certificate, a language master, a radio control car, a Panasonic phone, spotting scope, and bikes. But look, the losing team got a trip to Palm Springs. That's probably $2,000. And then the Atari is like 2,100. They barely even got 1,300. So they easily fixed that later on, where like the teams would get trips, which is a lot better. And do I know one thing I do like about this though, Nickel?
Yeah.
They got more variety on the trips. It's not like, oh, Disney World or Space Camp. Like, you know, you get a trip to Busch Gardens, a trip to Palm Springs, a trip, you know, you can win a Apple computer, stuff like that.
And that wasn't uncommon for the later game shows, but we probably will get to that later.
Yeah, and the other thing is, like, the prize packs were more expensive and stuff. Like, this show had 2 $5,000 prize packages. They had a $4,900, whereas Season 2...
That was really great to see.
This was also, like, when Fox was doing Double Dare, because you can notice, like, the early seasons, like, 87 in New York for Double Dare, like, the most expensive was, like, $2,700, where you had, like, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 on the Fox Double Dare stuff. And the other thing that's weird is, similar to Brain Surge, like, despite the season having the 4 worst runs, it had 4 really fast runs. Because for context, the fastest run for Jesus Christ, Wesley, you had a 24-second, you had a 21. Like, these kids had 40. Like, here is an official run where the team actually tries.
We're going. But first,
so here's the second fastest.
6 rooms, 90 seconds. The clue begins the trail begins after I read this clue. You know where it is, don't you?
Yeah.
So all I gotta do is read this clue. This clue
It would
is
have been very
cloaked
interesting
in
to
a
see
dagger.
Disney or
Find
Hershey in the
it. Go ahead, you
80s.
got it. We're going to the bunkhouse. Come on into the bunkhouse. And the clue here is Davey
And that's why I said so.
Coonskin cap and found the clue. Davey, yes, you got it. Go downstairs. You got it. Come on now. And this clue here is if you take this clue hard, you're wrong. It's easel. You got the answer. Go into the kitchen. Come on now. And the clue here is why don't you have a nice piece of fruit?
And I'm pretty sure won the episode during this taping session, someone only got 1 prize, so.
This is a quick one. Quick. And this clue here is, this clue is ballooning in importance. This clue
It's a
is
similar issue on a game show that we did not list on here with the music draw list. The host would read the clues at a good time, but the players just wouldn't listen, just focus on the
And the
drawing.
clue here is, this clue is just a crock. This clue is just a...
Larry was also not that great announcing the show. Harry, because the problem was, anytime a team won all the prizes, they wouldn't announce it. I think maybe out of the 19 winners, he did this like 3 times.
And Doc Holliday on Double Dare would have a similar issue.
And also, you can hear him like stuttering about when he's
Wow,
trying
that
to win
must
the
have been
prize.
record time. Good job. Come on up here. Get out of the water, boy. I tell you.
That makes me wonder why they didn't do ADR for
A
that.
record pace. I am out of breath. They got 6 rooms, much less than 90 seconds. They're going to the Oasis Water
If you
Resort.
look at some of these
What else have they
early ones, you
won?
can kind of tell where the ADR
They've won
lies.
it all, including the Oasis Water Resort, a prize package worth over $4,500.
And this was later on, too, so it's like, you can tell... This was later on, too, and... I talked about this before. This was an early episode. Nickel, as you can see on the episode timer at the bottom, we're at like 19 minutes out of 21. So, folks, I'm just going to say, you can tell, like, I'll show my guide real quick. Like, if you add up the times for the two fast ones, for example, this one, like you can see, about like 20 seconds, the one we watched. Again, about 20 seconds. Like, these kids don't spend more than like a second in a room. Like, look how given this is. And this was, hey, we're out of time, just give the kids everything. They didn't win the trip, so just give them everything for free. Like, look at this.
It starts with this. Remember, you have 90 seconds for 6 rooms. Pharaoh practiced shooting poison darts at his enemies with this. Find it. 90 seconds. Yes, they found it. They found it. They found it. And it's over to the attic.
Let's go to the next room. They got that.
Yes, you found it. You catch on quickly with this room. Down into Granny's kitchen. Remember to go around the stairs. In the back. And the clue is, this clue is buried at home on the range. Where is it? Where is it? So yes, you found it. You found it. And you're up over to the bathroom all the way
Yeah, they really just
Let's get a shower. It's curtain for you. Way to go. Up the stairs. Into the fairy tale room if you need a house of candy. Brush your teeth with this is the clue. Where is it? Where is it? They found it. It's a deep brush. Where are you going to go? This way into the jungle. What could it be? This is a really sweet clue. They found it. They found it.
Immediately. Like, you can't tell me they handed those kids the win. Also, Dave, apparently one of the lost episodes, there's a run faster than that team.
Right.
Yeah, because
It was
I think
crazy to
Chuck
see.
has it. I'll see if we can get it.
Hopefully,
August
there's
5th.
going to be more episodes to be found, and should we get enough
I'll put that
or
next to
found
season
that
one,
we'll.
'cause let me actually load the stats thing. So, you might notice, even though I don't like Larry as a host, there are some really good episodes. Like, actually, let me do an episode ranking, because this makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, let me show, Nickel. So, for example, the highlight ones are wins. So, as you can see, for Season 1, look like, out of the top 7, 6 of them are wins. You go to Season 2, look, the first 3 episodes aren't even wins. Like, look how...
That's outrageous.
And then you go to Season 3, look, there's a bunch of, like, wins or something. And this episode had a perfect front game. These two, while they didn't have wins, they had a perfect front game as well. And there was something also to mention about this. Something I do like, Nickel, is they actually did Celebrity Week for the show. Because they had 2 Celebrity Weeks, we only have 1. It was Emily Sherman and Josie Davis for 1 week. Their episode sucked. And then they had Brian Green and Dave Faustino for another episode. And that episode was really good because they got all the items.
Right.
I hope I can find the other ones, because I believe those episodes never actually reran on Nick Gas. Because I know the copies we have are Nickelodeon reruns.
Yeah, as far as I know,
I just don't get why they chose the sleep hours to air Finders Keepers, 2 a.m. and 5 a.m.
I think there were some times they aired at 6 on, like, weekends, but... Okay, next we're gonna...
What's all the celebrity ones on Finders Keepers were on they used the same I know they used the same celebrities.
Yeah,
they used different teams.
Yeah, I'm assuming similar to Double Dare, they did like a week with each celebrity, but we only have one of each.
Right.
Yeah, in case
You think he has the rest of them, Fampy?
Who?
The celebrity ones?
I don't know.
In the trading circuit, there's another record episode that was mentioned that I think Chuck has, and there are contestants named Nikki and Kim, because someone commented on my video asking about that. I'm not sure if that's the record or that's a separate episode.
Okay.
I know we're missing 2 regular episodes.
Right.
Yeah, and they film
I
like
mean,
a day and stuff, so anyone want to bring anything else up about Finders Keepers before we move on?
Yeah, tougher. Yeah.
Top 4 sucks as a host, but his season's actually good. That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Nope.
Anything anyone else want to bring about Finders Keepers before we move on, like the game or anything?
Well, I have a question.
We're still upset that Nick Rewind put it in a short.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I
Dave.
have one
Because
question.
they won't release the show.
Okay. Yes, Dave.
I have one. Yeah, I have one question for Finders Keepers. What I don't like about the season 1 is they should search all 4 rooms on each round. Like you told me, Fampy, some of them they don't search like 3 of them and 3 of the rooms and some of them don't get searched.
Yeah, because I know that the pilot episode, or one of the pilots we showed, they only got 1 room in round 1, and they had 3 minutes of padding.
Right.
Yeah, because only 9 out
But
of
they should.
only 9 of them. Because I know
They should.
Because I know
Go
later
ahead.
on in season 2, they did 6 clues per round, so there were only 3 episodes they didn't search all of them, and then I think season 3 with like the magnetic things, there were only 2 episodes where they didn't search all of them.
I think, in my opinion, they should let them search all 4 rooms on each round.
Yeah, because that would actually be better for the money, and the other thing is, I know there's 3 episodes where they didn't find the instant prize. The premiere episode, Wesley's birthday, and then I know the episode Ivory brought up where the total was 625 to 50, they didn't find the instant prize either.
Right.
Oh, Dave, the premiere episode did air on gas, because I know Trey had that in his collection. It's just the copy we have isn't a gas copy.
You have that copy?
I don't have the gas copy, but it's, according from what I've seen in someone's collection, it did air on gas, though.
Okay.
So that's one down.
Oh, if you ever have it, let me know.
I'm not trading with him again after.
I still can't believe.
I'm not trading with him after he screwed me out of 2 episodes.
Okay.
I still can't believe the short that they made out of Finders Keepers. Why? I don't get why Nick disowned that good show.
I'm assuming
It's puzzling
because,
to me.
I'm assuming because they have like a certain life of time, because maybe like they only have like a 15-year thing, because 89 had Think Fast and Make the Grade. Those were in 89, and then 2004 they got rid of it. Finders Keepers, I guess they had a little bit of a longer thing on it.
I guess the same for Get the Picture, because it was 1 year more.
Yeah, and then original Double Dare was like, I'm not sure about that, but like 80. I'm not sure the exact thing, but it was similar to that. Okay, next we're gonna move on to Think Fast again. I think Carrington is a good host.
Okay.
I love the gameplay of it. I like how there's like 70 different events on the show, or like 60 different events, so each show seems new.
Stock. Let's just say that.
Some of the events are good. Like, let me. This is why you. I don't know why you have 80 tabs open. We're doing that anyway. Let me just do this real quick. I'll try to show a couple of them. There we go. This will get remade eventually, but you have like...
Hey, you!
Like, you have some pretty good events. Like, you have... Let me try to find some. Like, Behind the Teacher's Back, I really like this one. Because they have a school setting, but it doesn't feel boring. Which is the best way to describe it.
Right.
Oh, here she is.
Good morning. Who can tell me which president's face is on a penny? Yes. Abe Lincoln? Yes, that's correct. How many colors are in the United States flag? Three. Which runs faster, a cheetah or a giraffe? Cheetah.
And of course, they had a great budget.
Yeah, you had that. A couple other good ones. You have some Simon events, some weren't that great, but then you have some other pretty cool events. Let me find them. You have, like, the golf game's pretty cool. This one is basically like Scrabble, or Scrabble Flash from Family Game Night.
And when you know a word, buzz in. Here we go. Blue.
Toe.
Toe. T-O-E. Over to you, Gold. Make a word.
Hot.
Hot. H-O-T. You don't have the buzz anymore. We go back and forth until someone messes up. Blue. The. T-H-E. Back to you, Gold.
Hem.
Hem. Yes, hem like a hem of a garment. That's it. Okay, you got it. You got it. We're going back to you, Blue.
Toe.
Toe. T-O-E.
Hoe.
Hoe. I'm sorry. No. He said hoe. H-O-E. Garden hole.
Yeah, at least I have
Okay, back
You
to
mean
you,
for
Gold.
Again.
Two.
Two. T-O. Okay. Over to the Blue. Home. H-O-M-E. Yes. Back to you, Gold.
Moat.
Moat. Moat. Moat. Moat. M-O-T-E. I think they were going for that. That's not the moat that you were thinking of. And that means the Blue team has picked up.
right.
Did he? Okay. What the hell? Oh, that was the Finders Keepers thing. Hold on. Wait, is this even? Hold on.
On your mark.
What?
Get set.
Did not
go!
record again?
No, I'm checking something. Hold on. Was this even? I don't even remember this episode. What is this episode? Hold on. I'm checking the Finders Keepers. What is this episode?
Find the doorknob hidden in this picture.
Oh, we have
Merry-go-round
that
with a
episode.
giraffe and tiger.
Oh, we have that episode.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, we have that.
The intro clues the doorknob. No, we have that episode. Okay. I was making sure. I'm like, did they steal an episode? Yeah, some of the games are fun. The category one I like. There are some bad ones like Blackjack, which are luck. We do have something that's very similar to Brain Surge with the character story.
I was sitting in my bedroom closet reading volume L of the encyclopedia when I heard on the TV that today is Arnold Schwarzenegger's birthday. Well, I never sent him anything, even though
I am
spent
excellently
all of the summer
happy
part
with
of
the
March knitting him
legacy.
a cover for his microwave oven. I don't know about you, but my microwave gets all covered
Yeah,
with
me
dust.
too.
And this was
And if my
20 years
official
before
dust rag of the
Brain Surge
1988 Olympics is in the laundry, well then the dust just gets worse and worse, and it starts to fall into my cream liver casserole. And well, my little Ernie is allergic to dust because it gives him skin blasters.
Blast, sing
It
the
makes me
show.
worried.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mrs. Worry. I hope you were paying close attention to what Mrs. Worry was worried about, because I'm going to ask you some questions now, and if you know the answers, buzz in. Here's our first question. What does Mrs. Worry say is special about today? Blue.
Schwarzenegger's birthday.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger's birthday, yes.
Yeah, you have games like that. There are some physical games, some like other games where you have to pay attention to stuff. There are like some funny moments and screw-ups, because this is one of my
This stuff
favorites from where Michael just completely botches this.
First question. In the recent hit movie, somebody framed Roger Rabbit. What was the
Like the
rabbit's
word
first
search.
name? It's a long way to go, but the answer was
I'm just pretty happy with
somebody
how
framed,
charming it
who
is to
framed
the point
Roger
where you
Rabbit, I
look
think
like
was the correct title.
like a good event at a school. Like
Who framed
not a
Roger
cheap one,
Rabbit?
but
Yes,
one
I
that
said
they
the rabbit's
actually
first name in
want
the
people to
question, didn't
remember.
I?
Yes, he messes up with the thing, but he doesn't try to blame it on anyone else. He messes it up, but it's still like funny because he at least acknowledges his mess up. The bonus round I think is pretty fun, like because you had to actually pay attention to things. Basically, I do like the thing where it's like you get one prize per round. Like I'll show a couple.
Kneeboard. Dual retractable fins controlled on top of the board.
I didn't mention this yet in this recording, but basically when they filmed this is when Super Sloppy Double moved to the Nickelodeon building in Orlando, and they filmed this in the Philly building, so they kind of had to rush production, but it's still, I mean, it got 65 episodes, and we have 59, so that's still good.
The ultimate kneeboarding experience from Wellington. And you'll win the Acclaim Grand Slam, a Nintendo system, the Acclaim wireless remote controller, the Hot View Othello game, and other Acclaim blockbusters. Acclaim, the masters of the game.
And I'll have to show, like, the winners, but do I know the one thing I also like about this nickel? Similar to Orlando Doubler, they actually did a bunch of grand prize that were different.
Yes.
Like they had trips to Six Flags, stuff like that. Like, let me see if I can. I forgot a prize in this video. Like, let me see if I can find some of the trips and stuff. Like, here you go.
It's the Dark Continent in Tampa, Florida, where you'll see one of the largest animal collections, thrilling rides, and exciting shows from Busch Gardens. And you'll take home the Nintendo Power Set with the exciting Power Pad. You and your friend vacation at the U.S. Grand Hotel. Turn at the Century Elegance in downtown San Diego with luxurious rooms and fine dining for the discriminating.
Sadly, it's not the same San Diego that we see in Drake and Josh.
Yeah, Palm Springs.
Right.
For today. And a Mexican vacation at Fiesta Americana Puerto Vallarta, overlooking beautiful Ladera
Puerto Rico. That's for me.
Cuisine, water sports, or just relaxing.
There's Coleman.
Where cook set, Poly-Light jug, 2 coolers and 2 sleeping bags from the Coleman Company.
Coco.
Here's the leaf blower. Where's the thing?
Should be in there.
Oh, and you can also see teams somehow. The scoring system on the show. I'll say, for context, when Super Sloppy Double Dare was airing in Orlando, the most a team won was 390. And you can see on here, like, 400, 450, you could win usually about $400 or $500 in the show, which was a lot better. Sometimes you'll have teams get 600.
There's Bagwell. It is. He's the youngest vice president I think we've ever had. That means the gold team is going.
Yeah, see, $600, you can sometimes win up to $600 and stuff like that. Where is the Six Flags?
There it is.
And a trip to Six Flags over Mid-America.
Yeah, Six Flags
I love
Mid-America, over Texas. They had like a bunch of Six Flags trips. That's Busch Gardens. Let me find another
Ski
one.
Park was exclusive to Double Dare in 1989, right?
What was?
And a trip to Six Flags Magic Mountain. Six Flags Magic Mountain has the best, most exciting.
Yeah, where I live, yeah.
I love the prize on the show. The win rate is actually pretty 50-50 on the show. Like, it's... Like, the lowest win rate someone would get on the show is free prizes, which very few teams did. And on average, you get about 4, 5, 6 prizes. You're still getting a bunch of stuff. No matter what. And I'll show a little bit of the locker room for people want to see. Like, said before, but you'll have basically you just got watch a bunch of matches. Skip it.
Brothers Game Fan. He's viewing this.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Do you want to know the good thing about this though also, Nickel? If you, on some shows, if you finish below $100, they would bump you up to 100 at least, with the exception of a few episodes.
Bomb. Set to find another one.
That's what Double Dare would do, but
It's
this
a guy
time they
taking a
were
shower. You'll have to find another one of those guys first. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. Ready? Think fast. Where's that other guy taking a shower, Henry? Take a look. Whoa, yes, you found it right off the bat. Close it up. Show him his next match.
Yeah, just like that.
Can you see that? A karate girl. Look for another one of those. He found the time bomb. Well, yes, Henry, come on back. Close it up. Where's his next match? It's George.
There was one team that was so slow.
Where's that other George Bush? Yes, come on back. Show him his next match. It's the fruit. It's the vegetables. Yes, come back. Show him his next match. Show him his... Time's up. Oh, he didn't have time to go for that last one. Matches. That means you have 30 seconds to find the remaining 2 matches. It looks good. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock and show her first match. In locker number 3. It's a nerdy girl. Ooh, you'll have to find one of those first. Ready? Go! Think fast. Where's that other nerdy girl? Yes! Come on back, a match! Close it up. Show her last match. Show the balls, right? Is that what she's looking for? Yeah, that's it. You got them all. You got every one of them.
Yeah, and you can see
And it's a unique round, unique
he actually
game.
sounds excited when they win the prizes.
I'd say we should put this in A tier.
Yeah. I don't care.
I think so too.
I don't care what Jeremy says. I think Carrington's a good host.
Fun.
Yeah. Next, we're gonna get to Skip's season, which was filmed in the was actually filmed in the Orlando building in January 1990. So Skip was pretty different based on this show. They did different. The styles were also different on how the show worked. Let me just do this real quick.
Today on the gold team, let's welcome Becky and Jacob. And on the blue team, say hello to Kelsey and Andy. And they're here to play the most nimble-witted, fleet-footed game in the history of television. Think fast!
So if you can hear that, that's Henry J, who later announced Skip the Picture.
Right.
Yeah, because I think it was like a Henry...
Gus later.
The other guy couldn't like travel or something. I didn't mention this with Carrington, but there are actually things I like that they fixed about this season. Because, you know that compilation I did, Nickel, where it was like the automatic wins? Where it's like, oh, some team tries to be quick, they buzz in too quickly, and then they just screw up and automatically lose. They fixed this for Skip's version, so if you try to buzz in too early, they're like, nope, keep going. They fixed that. I know the Simon events, they fixed it because half the time, I think it was like the banana split game, the most would be like 5 because everyone would keep forgetting to add one, but they're like, no, remember to add one. These are kind of stupid though. Like, some of them are good, some of these are just like extremely freaking bare bones.
Too childish at times.
This is just like, put a bunch of crap in a garbage can. Go.
Our teams are both, at the same time, they're putting both the bags.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just had to do that the last minute. They're like, you know what the game is, right? Oh, now I do.
Oh, speaking of which, so people might be wondering, oh, why was Skip like trying to write on cue cards? Why wasn't he that good? So, in this podcast, he actually explains the issue when he hosted, because he wasn't given information prior to hosting. He got maybe like a 30-minute rehearsal, and they're like, just go. Here's that clip for those wondering.
And it was chaotic. We basically, the first time we did the show, we came down, we were doing 4 shows a day. So every morning I would walk in, we would do two shows in the morning, record, and 2 in the afternoon. And I would learn all the games for the day myself. And they would just show them, and they would say, okay, play them. That was it. The rehearsal lasted about maybe 30 or 40 minutes. And so we never practiced the games with anybody before. It was just, here are the rules. We kind of looked at it, and then they said, don't stop unless everything goes to hell. If it just is a complete breakdown. So there were times when we were trying to do things and just keep up with the games and keep them from stopping.
It's a really educational
so it
podcast.
was a little chaotic. And oh gosh, during our section.
And he also talks about the one other issue was, we'll talk about this when we get to Nick Arcade, of course, but the first half of the season, where they would have like the character intros or whatever, only one team won out of 20 episodes. And that was like episode 16, but then the second half of the season, you had 9 teams win. And the way the locker room worked was actually different, because basically the first 3 matches you got, the first 4 matches were worth $100, then you got free prizes. Here's one of them. I'll try to show this one. Here are the prizes.
Inside those line looks. Stay-frame braised door package includes the Intrepid, Columbia's deluxe 18-speed ATV, featuring Domano stay-frame braised door cable guides, easy cantilever brakes, quick release seat post, water bottle, and great looks. You're gonna love it so much you're gonna want to toot your own horn, and you can with LeBlanc's Vito brand Dazzler clarinet. Looks as lively as it sounds. 6 brilliant colors add bright new dimensions to your music from LeBlanc. And if you win all 7 matches, you're going to Palm Springs, California.
This was
to the Water Resort Villa Hotel. 110 luxury luxury villas minutes from shopping on Palm Canyon Drive with a vision to beautiful Oasis Water Park. It can all be yours, Jackie and Bill, in the locker room.
I do like how the host actually mentions you can also tell these things weren't dubbed over, because every time this was also in Carrington version, like, okay, they'll mention the kids' names on the losing team, which was nice. So we'll look at a couple of the prizes real quick. So for 5, you had... I also wrote down, you'll have, like, a volleyball set, a basketball set, Nickelodeon bikes. 6, you'll have, like, encyclopedias, acclaimed East backpacks. The grand prize, they weren't always trips. They would be sometimes, like, a trip to space camp. Oh, I don't have the... Give me a minute. I need to find this now. But where's the $47 TV?
I don't remember. I know we watched it on stream, but
No,
I don't remember what episode that was.
I have it. It's in my winners video.
Okay.
But for those wondering, this is a Keenan and Kel reference where they had to replace the TV that Kel broke.
Yeah, here we go.
If you make all 7 matches, you'll receive a television studio that fits in your hand.
Yeah, that thing. The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure those two combined were like $1,700. That was like the most expensive grand prize. Oh, and also I did want to mention this one thing, because people ask about like Skip being hyper or whatever.
We were doing the locker room we were doing 4 shows a day, and it was probably about 20 shows in before one of the kids won the locker room. And so when the first kid won, I think I was way over the top energy wise, because I was just so excited for the kid when he actually won the grand prize. And I was jumping around and screaming just like he was.
Yeah, so this proves that Skip was right on this episode.
Way to go! Come here! You guys won it all! You got all the locker room. Henry J, tell them what they did! Congratulations!
I like the physicality that he was doing with those gestures.
Also, listen to Henry J.
Oh, yeah.
The Children's Encyclopedia Britannica and the Head Start Explorer computer and monitor, a prize package worth $108,049.
Instead of saying 1,849, he says 108,000. Because I'm assuming he never read the grand prize off. Yeah, so we never actually read off the grand prize, so we accidentally said $108,000. There was also a difference with the locker room, which I will show.
Sounds good, but you gotta watch out, because inside one of these lockers we have the red herring. You don't want to get it. It's a character that has no matches at all. So if you find it, pull on this chain. Let's see who it is.
So here's the question I have to ask. Which locker room do you guys prefer? The one with the time bomb or the one with the red herring? Because I think I'm 50-50 on both.
I like the red herring.
Well,
I like the time bomb more.
Yeah, I think the main issue, though, with the red herring is there was an episode a team only got 3 prizes. A team did terrible, and the girl kept missing the red herring, and the kid tried to pull the handle, and Skip said, no, you can't pull it for her, she has to do it. And there were several times where the kid would just be like, pull the handle! Pull the damn handle! And the kids wouldn't listen, and they would end up losing. Because they didn't pay attention.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Also, something else, they combined the time, so instead of each person getting 30 seconds and subtracting the time, they just did full 60 seconds, which I think is a lot more fair.
Right.
Because sometimes, like, oh, if you didn't get the time bomb, you lost, unless you're, like, 2 teams. Here's what this person in the locker room looked like the best run.
Okay, we reminded our audience at home who it is. You ready, Bill? All right, let's open up a locker and see who he has to match.
415 lockers ago, our forefathers found my mate before it's too late.
Okay, you're looking for Abraham Lincoln. Okay, let's put 1 minute on the time clock. Ready? Think fast. Go to it, Bill.
I can like how they have a time thing on top, so that's just how the number of matches they got.
Who she has to match? Go, go. You're trying to look for that.
That really helps. That's a good improvement.
All right, who's he got to match? You're looking at the light guard. You're looking at the light guard, Bill. Once you get the light on, you got it. Lock it up, lock it up, lock it up.
Nicholas' team almost just had a perfect run. I think they only lost to one defense. Like $500 right
Go! Who's she looking for? You're looking for? Who is that? That's the red herring. Very good. Who's she got a match? You're looking for the chicken woman. Chicken woman. You're looking for chicken woman. That's it. Lock it up. Go, Bill. Who's you got? You gotta find the ballerina. The fat ballerina. We're trying to find the fat ballerina. All right, lock it up. Who are you looking for? You're looking for that guy. Who is that? You did it. You got all 7. Come here. You guys got all 7 matches. That's really great. You got all kinds of great stuff. Bye-bye. See you soon.
Well, they were low on time, so they couldn't read all of them, but yeah. I would say this goes in A tier as well. I'm going to put it below Carrington, but I think they're both equal. Yeah, a lot of people talk about how Skip's not that good of a host, because he's too hyper or whatever, but do I know something I don't understand, though, about Game Show Garbage's thing, Nickel?
What?
They talk crap on Skip Lackey, but they're okay with Johnny Arcade, who looked like he was high every single episode.
Yeah, but we might take a look at that rant on the other arcade host a little bit later.
Okay, so we actually now we're ahead of our thing. So next we have Make the Grade. So we're going to talk about Season 1 in particular, which is the one that... Okay, this will just be like my extra tab. Also, before I talk about it, move on. There was one particular event I really liked, which was the Absent-Minded Chef.
She went shopping today and she bought a stage. Let's have a big hand for her. Welcome, Miss Childish. Thank you. You're very welcome.
Also, for those who don't know, that's the Humongous Entertainment sound effect. Most people don't know that.
Right.
Yeah, and this person drag, I'll show a little bit of one of the games.
Ingredients to make one meal or one dish. I think you know it, and if you don't... Oh, thank you, Skip. Okay, for the first meal we have bacon, and to add with the bacon...
Before we go on to another show, Fabby, what's the best intro you'd like from Think Fast?
I'm not sure.
You have ketchup. Ketchup will do if you don't have ketchup.
Can't decide either.
Then you have to add the chocolate.
You know how Carrington does the, by himself on some of the intros, and then
Well, Skip, they changed it
on
because later on for Skip, they made generic. They're like, inside the Think Fast locker room, you'll find the matching pairs. You'll win cash prize worth over $2,600. Like, just the second half of the season just feels like they just did it because it was easier for editing.
and it shows all the characters in the beginning.
Yep. Oh, also the woman in drag here, the person in drag, they later appeared on Nick Arcade, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Yep. Reuse that because of the Florida setting.
Okay, next we have Make the Grade Season 1, New York. I'll skip where do I go for things? Let me just open, okay, there we go. Make the Grade Season 1. I'm watching through this, so I'll try to explain how this works. Actually, do I have an episode? Nah, forget it, whatever. Basically, it's kind of like Jeopardy a little bit. Like, let me find the board. Like, you'll see a board, you have 7 different subjects and 7 different grade levels. You basically gotta try to get one of each. Basically, answer a question each grade level and subject to fill the board. Whoever fills it in by the end of the show, or whoever comes closest at the end, will win $500, chance to go to the bonus round. Season 1 was not great for a couple reasons. Only 4 players end up winning the entire show. End up winning the honors round. Because basically, if you pass on a question, you come back, but if you miss the question, you just automatically lost. Which was a huge issue.
Yeah, it was one chance, so that was a real toughie.
And the other thing was,
the Fire
Girls, actually, let me just go to my Make the Grade playlist, because I'm tired of doing this. The other problem was, the Fire Girls were really hit or miss. It's like chance time, where it's like, you can be so far ahead, then just lose at the end. then you can just lose because of the fire drill, and you can basically take... It's like, oh, choose which desk you want to go back to. Okay, you want to pick the one with the most? Okay. Like, for Season 1, I have my playlist. I'll show a couple of the fire drills. Some of them are fine. Like, they're just generic stuff. Like this one's like ring toss.
Okay, nobody touch a ring till I say go. Ready? On your mark. Get set. Go. Okay, keep throwing. Don't go over the line. Almost there. It's hard to get over the planet. Oh, there's one on the moon. There's a red. Corey's out in the lead here. He's got a slight lead, and he's oh, he wins. Okay, stop, Corey. Keep.
Also, if you can't hear that's stock audio. There's no actual audience on this show.
Yeah, it's just a recording.
Yeah, and Lou actually mentioned this in his interview, like, how the fire drills he hated the fire drills himself because of how bad things went.
Come down here, and I'd have to tell them to come out of your seats and come down here for this, what was essentially a physical challenge, to do some game. And it was always a variation of an old sort of carnival game. It would like, interplanetary ring toss, interplanetary rings of Saturn. Well, that was ring toss. You're throwing, And so inevitably, they either didn't have enough rings, or the planets weren't attached properly to the stanchion, or whatever. Things were breaking and falling apart, and I had to keep a line of gab going because we didn't have any production assistants or any like stage hands. So I'd be like, oh, let's go see more rings, and I did it was so painful. I've looked at these things now. You're watching me go and get props, essentially. And
I really like Splat Attack, but I'm hoping they're going to get some of the animators and voice actors on there again.
Just keeping a line of gab going, and you have an we had, Skip, I don't know, I had an IFB in my ear.
Oh, yeah, we didn't.
And so if a kid was A, petrified, B, mystified, or C, bored to tears, you had to sort of keep them going. And so as the kids would kind of like lose interest in the game about halfway through, you'd have to go, very tight game here. And then you were tempted to say, like, come on, wake up, Steven. and that would be perceived as too mean. And I would make fun of yourself.
Yeah, so basically, Skip had, Lou had no help at all on set when he was hosting this. And also, some of the fire drill games were kind of not great. Some of them were okay, like you had basketball. I like this one.
Yeah. Oh, throw him, wing him. Oh, almost knocked that one down. Oh, she's going wild. She's got one in the hell. There's our winner right there. Keep going, keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. Oh my God, she's second place.
There were a couple ones that I didn't use very often, were in rare episodes. Like, let me see if I can find one. I like this one, okay.
Finish so we can add it up.
This
here,
is
okay?
Like
on your mark, get set,
really
go.
like this one.
There's the 11. Good for you.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. There, okay. Good shooting there, Dylan. There you go. Okay, stop. There you go. You can stop, Dylan. You can keep going. Keep going. If you haven't finished, you can go finish. Okay.
Yeah, so Season 1 had some good fire drill games. It just sucked, like, the low win rate on the show did not help. Like, I'm tempted to put this in D tier just because of how bad, like, the show was with win rates. Lou was a decent host, of course, but he couldn't really do anything.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah, and then Season 2, like, literally half the kids who end up winning the top 3 were basically Season 1 kids. Oh, there is actually something I want to bring up about this. He mentioned he would have to film, like, extra stuff. Like, I showed this in my fire drill video. Like, this kid went through... Actually, let me just show the fire... Never mind. Like, this kid, Frank, he basically cleared the board, does a fire drill, gets to the end of the game...
English for 9th.
All right, English for 9th Camp House. Go ahead. Did Charlie need to find in order to visit Willy Wonka's chocolate factory? Frank.
A golden ticket.
A golden ticket. He got the last...
9th grade.
Science, 9th grade. All right, this could be the game here. Who developed the theory of relativity? Frank?
Einstein.
Einstein is correct.
Yeah, we're halfway through and the kid won the game already. So they do a bonus fire drill. He goes to the honors round, like, clears it, like, immediately.
The arts. In the movies, who plays Batman?
Michael Keaton.
Right. Music. Who sang Man in the Mirror and Billie Jean?
Michael Jackson.
Right. English. Who wrote Tom Sawyer?
Mark Twain.
Right. Math. What's 10% of 50?
5.
Right. Phys ed. In baseball, how many balls before you walk?
4.
Right. Geography. What is the capital of Michigan?
Lansing.
Right. Social studies. Who is Vice President of the United States?
Dan Quayle.
Dan Quayle is right. And for that, you
Take
have
the
picked up
show. Wow.
Yeah.
The other thing people might notice is the 4 teams who won, he picked grab bag, 2 of the contestants picked fill in the blanks, and 1 pick movies. So basically all the easy categories. And as you can see, he has to go. So these were obviously filmed later on. He has to go to a mall and answer every single question.
Hi. We've come through the jungles of Borneo to meet some of the natives and then play a little make the grade. Hi. In
And
your language.
there was
hi.
another game show that had to do this
Hi.
at the end of each episode, but we'll talk about that later as well.
Yeah, so season 1 wasn't great. Season 2 did get better. The set looks a lot better. I'll show this episode in particular. It's a non-gas copy.
When someone can prove he was not at the scene of a crime, he has...
So as you can see, the board looks a lot better in this season. They changed to 1 elective, which I like. And they fixed the honors round. Let me actually find a different episode so I can show this. I'll try to... There's 2 episodes in particular I want to show. I haven't made a fire drill compilation for the show yet, so that's the issue. So we'll go to one of the episodes. One thing I like is if you got a question wrong, you would actually get a second question in its place, which I like.
And fruits and vegetables. Which one would you like?
Animal Kingdom.
Okay, Animal Kingdom. You get all the questions right.
It makes it a lot more fair and more engaging.
Oh, also, they changed the grand prize. So instead of being, you got $100 for each question, then you got $1,000. Here you got a trip to Universal. Here's the honors round, which they let you go back to a question.
English. What kind of animal was Curious George?
Monkey.
Right. History. A bite from what reptile killed Cleopatra?
Snake.
Right. Home ec. What slow-moving animal is the main ingredient in terrapin soup?
Worm.
Incorrect. Math.
And they brought those back on Team Nick, Nickel.
Sloth have on 2 feet?
6.
Right. Music. Elvis Presley sang about what kind of dog?
Hound dog.
Yep.
Right. Phys ed. When playing polo, what kind of animal would you ride?
Horse.
Right. Science. What humpbacked animal spits when angry?
Whale.
Incorrect. Home ec. What masked animal is known for washing its food before eating it?
Raccoon.
Right. Science. A newly hatched frog is called a what?
Tadpole.
Tadpole is right. That's...
So he got the questions wrong, but he still managed to come back and win, so that's what I like. And something else I really liked about this that they did, so there were a couple things. So if they ran super low on time, this episode, the rare case, they actually filmed 2 shows in a row, because someone cleared the board so damn quickly.
We're back for more Make the Grade. I've got a new outfit, and we've got 3 new players. Let's meet them. Hello, play.
So here's something I'm curious about, Nickel. Did they film this in the same production day, or did they film these in 2 days separately? Because I know, like...
They might... Maybe it was a redo shot for that.
The shirt he's wearing in the first day, that's in a Lost episode. Well, based on my knowledge, I think they filmed... Because it looks like it was edited together because the fire drills are different, and there was actually something I did like about Season 2, which was they actually added a university route, which was a lot better, and here's Lou talking about that and how... Oh, Dave, this is where he mentions Rory in one of the first episodes.
At its inception.
Okay.
What happened was we had kids winning the game in 15 seconds. Like if the board, luckily there were supposed to be some things built into the board that you would run into a fire drill or you'd have to change a desk with somebody or, like that.
Take a square, lose a square.
Yes, you could extend the game. But occasionally some kid got lucky and ran the table. I remember this kid, Rory, ran the table and he was, we were done by the first commercial. And so.
And this was before they did the double episode too.
We stopped tape. And by the way, there was no audience. You can probably tell there's no audience. There was a guy named
On this
Dan.
where
I
it
think his
talks
name
about
was
the
Dan,
audience,
and
too.
he wasn't even in my studio. He was in an office somewhere watching on a feed. And so I learned to play to him. If I said something, I kind of learned what he liked comedically. So I would make these kind of jokes, and I could hear, because I could hear everything. I could hear him hitting the tickle button, like ah, and I'm like, I would look, and I think I even said on air a couple times, like, "Come on, Dan."
I need to figure out what this is.
It was like the giggles of the thing, and
Wait,
I
hold on,
think,
let me see where you're talking about.
and she would talk to me, and we would banter back and forth. But that thing with you talking to the kids. So anyway, Rory runs the table, and now they stop tape, and they come out and go, well, "What are we going to do?" And someone went to an ATM and got $1,000. I think a couple of people had to go to an ATM and get $1,000, and I didn't think of it, but Bob came up with the idea, like, okay, we're gonna get this kid, we're gonna put him on a chair, and we're gonna ask him these 7 questions, and for each one he can pass, and we sort of came up with it very quickly. But I think it was like in real time, and sure enough, we that became people like that feature a lot, and so they wrote less questions, I think, so that we would get more university rounds.
In case people were wondering, there were 4 university rounds. One, someone failed in the first 5 seconds. Another one, the one with Bernadette, which we showed, they got to question 4. One that was missing, and here's one of the actual wins. A time someone actually won. Which I think is actually the only win on the show. Which I'm assuming this was like this was like production AB, I'm assuming.
The first question is worth $50. I'll ask the question. If you get it right, I'll give you the $50. So you'll
Let me skip ahead.
decide to go for the last question. 1 for the university. We are ready. You will have 5 seconds to answer each question. I will ask for your answer after the 5th second has expired. If you know it beforehand, tell me the answer, okay? All right. Because we don't have all day here. I got to run back to the bank and get more money. It's true. Okay, here we go. Good luck in the university round, Chris. Here we go. Money printed and distributed illegally is called what?
Counterfeit.
Counterfeit is right. Good for you. Okay, that's $50. I'm not taking it out. I'm good for it. Okay, here we go. You gonna go on?
Yes.
All right, he's going on. Second question. In what language is the cartoon The Flintstones called Los Picapiedras?
Spanish.
Spanish is right. Now you have $100. You gonna go on or you gonna quit?
Well, he doesn't give them the money.
Going on. All right, here we go. Third question. Weekly episodes of the CBS News show 48 Hours usually run how many minutes?
60 minutes.
60 minutes is absolutely right. Very nice. Now, we're on to the 4th question. If you get this right, it's worth $500. If you want to go for it, you can quit if you want.
I'm going to go for it.
You're going for it. All right. Good for you. Good luck. Barbie doll's sister has a seafaring name. What is it?
Skipper.
Skipper is absolutely right for the $500. Okay, this is your 5th question. If you get this right, you'll go home with $1,000 extra dollars in addition to the $1,100 you've already won. Good luck, Chris. In what court game do players use baskets attached to their wrists to propel a ball against a wall?
Jala.
Judges? Highline. He said, Jala, that is good enough for us. Chris, congratulations, my friend. Let's count it out. Here we go.
Yeah, so that was the highest win, and I'll show one more clip. There were some pretty good fire drills. I'll try to show one more that I really liked. Season 2, I think, did have the best fire drills, in my opinion. Because they had, like, the Rings of Saturn. They had, where is it? This one. Which was, like, bowling a little bit.
Bowl these lunch boxes. Notice you knock them all over first. I'll move you back into position, okay? Bowl. Stay behind the yellow line. And bowl. No throwing, bowl.
Sometimes the direction of the show was just really imbalanced.
There we go. There's our winner.
Yeah, a lot of times they just watched Jeopardy and didn't fully understand the charm.
Yeah, Season 2 did have some good fire drills, though. I liked how they made them a lot better. I would say this would go in... I'd put it in low B tier, because I actually do like how Season 2 fixed a lot of things, and we had a lot more winners. And And then for season 3, for those who don't know, season 3...
That is fair.
As they mentioned... Yeah, for those who don't know, season 3, they ended up moving to Universal. And they had Rob Morris host the show. Which Rob did okay, which I can't find the interview right now, but basically what happened, he said, was he didn't want to really be a game show host. When he went to the place, he thought it was an acting job, so they told him, you're doing good for this job. He didn't know it was a game show job, and then he did 5 shows a day, which basically slowly killed him over time, so, which for his first job was not great. So I think Rob did okay for what he was given, but he was not the best, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of blame his agent for not being clear about what the job was, but then it's worn down.
Yeah, well, the other thing was, some of the fire drills were just complete ass. Like, for example, this was a race car one, where you had to, like, get a ball to the end.
Oh, and Tara dropped one of hers. You drop it, you have to
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
And this took like 4 damn minutes. Like, this was not a good one. There were some decent ones, but like this was just a complete garbage.
I keep getting stuck a lot.
Like, there were a couple fire drills I actually did like. Like, let me try to... Like, the ring toss one I really liked. Let me see if I can find another one. One of them was similar to, like, a double dare one. A little bit. Let me find it. This one was very similar to... No, not double. This was similar to a Legend of the Hidden Temple one. Where you had to, like, knock down some things.
Winner. And the other 2 must compete for 2nd and 3rd places, okay? You guys ready? Okay.
And they really liked putting the legacy in.
Okay. On your mark.
I mean, they liked creating the legacy.
Come on, guys. Oh, there's one already. 3 more to go. Who's going to be first here? Oh, okay. Oh, my gosh.
Okay, like, some of these I did actually like a couple of these. They had tic-tac-toe, the skee ball one, they actually made a lot better. Like, I don't like the tic-tac-toe thing in the first game because it was way too hard to see.
Oh, I think we have one more. We'll do it for green. One more, we'll do it for green.
Yeah, a lot of these were poorly designed, and didn't Knickknacks make good comments on the show about criticizing it?
I should have shown his video, but no, we're giving our own opinion on the show. But, yeah, some of the fire drills I liked, some of them were just terrible. This took forever. The pinwheel maze wasn't great, and the problem is, it felt like there were more kids who ended up just getting screwed out of wins. Like, we all know, like, the thing with Megan's episode. I'm not gonna show footage, but, like, the one master tape we saw Jill, Sylvia, Wes, the meteor shower thing, that took, like, 5 minutes to play, and then the kid went to the honors round. Basically completely bombed. Do you want to know the other issue with, the season, though, was?
Go ahead and say.
No, the issue was, well, like, there wasn't as many winners. Like, season 1 only had 2 contestants who got a 1 or 2. Season 2, of course, had, I think, only 3. This season... Okay, let me actually go to my win rates thing. For this. Like, we'll take a look at this real quick. Okay, we're done looking at that. Like, if we look at this for the win rates... Pull this up. It's gonna load. The guys you can see, season 2, you had a good amount of wins. You go down to season 3, even though there's a decent amount of wins. Oh, here's the Skip Lackey one, if people were curious. It was a 23%. As you can see, like, look, like, so many kids, like, a good majority of the kids end up getting, like, not even half the questions correct. Because either they would take too long, pick a category they didn't know. There's an episode, like, Rob would stumble trying to read the questions. because he couldn't read the question correctly. And also, the issue was, you would get to a round, like, you would get, like, the most average amount of squares per game would be, like, a pick would be, like, in the 20 to 30. Like, even some episodes where they had, like, the one with the lunar rover, they only picked 16 squares, so that took 5 minutes, or Rob would take forever. They did go to the audience and ask questions, which I think is better than Lou just going out in the public and asking strangers, to get some merch, which, that's cool, but again, this season wasn't that great. I'm gonna put it in C tier. The only reason I think it's above season 1 is higher win rates, and I still like the way the board looks, though. That looks nice. Next, we're gonna move on to Get the Picture. I'm probably not gonna show, like, as much footage, but anybody want to bring anything else about?
Because you reviewed every...
Anyone want
Nope.
to bring up anything else for Make the Grade real quick?
Maybe just because, I'd rather be watching Art Fleming's Jeopardy.
Yeah, and they asked the people, like, I'm not going to play the podcast again, but basically the host said, could you see your show coming back? Skip said he could see Think Fast come back. Lou said he wasn't a huge fan of Make the Grade. He hated the fire drills, how you can be so far ahead, and then at the end of the show, someone can just win a fire drill, and then you lose everything, because there were a couple shows where the fire drill will be the last square, and it's like, hey, the entire episode's pointless.
Hey, I'm so psyched to see
the Twins episode in season 2.
Yeah, I have been losing my mind. I keep seeing double everywhere I go. I mean, have you noticed anything different today?
Not a thing, but maybe you need a rest. Maybe you need like a vacation.
Vacation? What are you talking about? I need a vacation.
You're Michael Malley, aren't you? Can you yell power surge one time for me?
You have that. You have an episode where Mark Summersbury just shows up randomly.
Power surge! Got you again, Mark. How you doing?
Hey, Mike. How are you?
What's going on? I'm doing great. How's What Would You Do going?
Oh, it's great. You know, my favorite part, though, are those surprise segments, because they're so funny. You know,
Yeah,
really
the surprise segments are...
Yeah. Surprise
What? Talk. Where? Cameron here. Come on. Tell me about it. Where's the hidden camera?
Listen, Mike.
Mark!
You're a professional. I'm a professional. I would never do that to another host, so just relax, okay?
Yeah, all right. All right, listen, have a good day.
Yeah, good seeing you.
Nice seeing you.
Yeah,
Take care, man.
Yeah.
Power surge.
I did like, and also, do I know the good thing that, so basically, how it would work is, you have to guess as many pictures as you can. Pictures, questions worth $20, 40 in round 2. They would have these mini games called Power Surges, where you would, they would have these mini games called Power Surges, where you try to, where you would try to earn points. One of which was the knockout round, which is in Branch for season 2.
2 and 9. So correct. Look at the backgrounds. Look at the
2 and 15.
2 and 15. Good.
8 and 9.
8 and 9. Good.
Yeah. 4 and 10.
4 and 10. Good.
1 and 11.
1 and 11. Way to go.
6 and 16.
6 and 16. Good.
12 and 5.
12 and 5. Good. One more.
14
And you have to say it like in a 10 twister, you know?
Yeah, you would have, like, Simon-type games. Season 1, there was 40 episodes. The win rate was actually pretty decent on this show. You got, let's see, you had 18 team wins, even though there was, like, very few. So, how the scoring worked for the bonus round was $100 for each match, and then 7, 8, 9 would be your prizes. The first prize was usually something like a Nintendo or something. Like, oh, I didn't show the prize on this, but you can win, like, a Nintendo.
No.
Or, like, my mind is blanking. Like that, a Nickelodeon, like, backpack, stuff like that. The second one, you get something more expensive, like a boombox, and the grand prize. 95% of the time, the grand prize was a trip to Universal where they already were. Or sometimes it would rarely be something different on the show, like a trip to Space Camp, Pink Show Beach Resort, stuff like that. And then some other stuff like cameras, guitars, stuff like that. So the money was good because most of the time teams got about, the lowest was about 300, average was 400 to 500 bucks, which you split between the teams. So say like you got 520, you each got 260. Then you got 6 matches Mega Memory, you each got 600. So basically you both walked away with 800 bucks. At least, so that was good. Anything you want to bring up about the show, Nickel?
I just really enjoy seeing the visual puzzles and seeing Mike before his true professional acting career. You gotta love him in My Name is Earl and The Good Place.
Yeah, so he started out slow, but then he got better over time. Here's one of the Mega Memories. Here's what Mega Memory looks like. It's basically you gotta memorize a board, and then you got... For example, he'll ask you a question, and then you gotta shuffle his number.
Okay, get on up there on that pad.
And they gave you about 5 seconds to look at it.
Help each other out. I want you guys to bring this loot home. The clock will start after I read off the first clue. Who's going first?
Yes.
I am. Okay, Peter. There's fruit filling under this baked crust. Go. 4, cherry pie, right. A breakfast.
And Fappy, is this... there is one celebrity episode, right? For season 1, or is that season 2?
That's season 2.
2, okay.
I'll never forget a certain troll YouTuber who kept re-uploading this with like the ding sound effects from other game shows.
Oh yeah.
2 oranges, right. Baked circles of dough, good with cream cheese. 5 bagels, you got 1 left. Fruit that comes in bunches. What do you got? You got it.
Family Feud and Pyramid and Price is Right.
Right, Nickel.
Yellow team, you win everything. You'll each take home $600 in cash, plus the acclaimed Grand Slam package, the Amiga 500 computer package, and Marriott's Orlando World Center vacation package. A prize package worth, now listen to this, $2,289 each.
Yeah, so where would we say A or S here?
I'm gonna say a very solid high A tier.
Okay, so this is for
Yeah, I think so too.
This is for season 1, not...
Yep.
Season 2...
Yeah, season 1, yeah.
Season 2, unfortunately, I think is just where the show didn't go that well, because they doubled the episode count from 40 to 75. 72 we have the counts for. The problem was Mega Memory was only 35 seconds.
They cut off 10 seconds. And even worse, they had to split the money rather than giving each of it to them.
And the other thing was, you didn't get all the points in the front game were points, not money. So, for example, there was a team in the Mega Memory I just showed you. That team won $770 in the front game. So that's $335 each plus 600 Mega Memory. That's $965. There was a season 1 episode, a season 2 episode where a team got 940 points, got like 6 puzzles, and basically killed the front game. They got nothing, but then the end game they only got 400 matches, so they split $200. And the other thing you'll notice with the show is if you go to like the matches, some teams did bad. Like you'll notice one of the teams got 1 match. That's $50 each. That's a house minimum for a show.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I need.
I feel like they just wanted to get the season over with.
One episode 1.
You think that's why they made it for points?
Yep.
Yeah, so they would
save
money
like that.
in production. And the other thing was, you notice they actually doubled the value of the prizes for some reason. Like, for example, season 1, the teams get the NES plus the $600. That's $850 because 600 plus $250 for the NES package with free games.
Right.
Season 2, they win the same thing. They say $1,100 because you're taking the $250 and doubling it to 500 to make it 1100. So you're making them act like they win more than they did. And also, the problem was Mega Memory, they reduced it to 35 seconds. Which, while there were a few teams, like, you only have 22, which you have 4 more winners, but you have 40-something more, you have 30-something more episodes. That's not great.
Wins. How
Yeah, that means
Take a
you
look
literally
at
have to
these
get
nine
everything
pictures
in one try.
I think the most...
You have to.
I think that there was, like... Because I know there was a team in the first one who had, like, 3-4 mistakes. Like, I think the most mistakes the team had was, like, 1 or 2.
Alrighty, I hope you ladies got a good look
Like,
at that.
here's the
Step up
perfect
there
run
on
on
that
this.
pad.
Like,
I need you to
you
yell
have
out
to
the
be
answers
good like
loud
this
and
team.
clear. Please remember to take turns and yell them out. Who's going first? Jody's going first. We'll put 35 seconds on the clock. The clock will not start till I have read off the first clue. Good luck. Here it is. Scuba divers wear this pair on their feet. 6 is right. Put money in this or get a ticket. Put money in this. 4 is right. Ballerina wears a pair of these to pirouette. 1's right. If you're in the band, you can shake these. If you're in a band, you can shake these. 7's right. 2 identical humans with the same birthday. 9's right. Roll these when you play Monopoly. Roll. 5's right. Sweet green fruit that grows on trees. 3's right. Tropical birds that sometimes talk back. 8's right. Hit the last one. Wait,
Mike, Shayna, and Jody win everything. You'll split $600 in cash, plus you'll each receive the Magnavox Stereo, the Dahan Mountain Gold Bike, and the Universal Studios in Buena Vista, Florida vacation package. A prize package worth $4,420.
Yeah, $4,400, and it's like basically the same price as the last episode.
Right.
Yeah, and the other thing that's stupid was they had a celebrity episode on the show, but the celebrity team didn't get money. They got the consolation prize for their charity, which, like, what the hell? Where would we say this goes, Nick? Like B tier, C tier?
Yeah, probably low B.
Yeah. I'd put it below... probably put it below here, honestly. So
And
yeah.
at least we know that the show ended right at the end, right at the finale for season 1 for Gas.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. The team came close to winning. I think the final 10 episode of season 2 had 2 wins at least, so that was good. Next we have Nick Arcade.
A reality show, in my opinion.
So Nick Arcade's really cool.
Oh, this is the one that...
I'll try to show what I can without getting copyright claimed. Oh, I can show video files. I forgot now because I'm like... Is it letting me? So the thing is... So the thing with Nick Arcade... Actually, let me pull a season 1 episode up from my drive. That'll be better.
You could... Yeah, you could use my last day.
Yeah, use Nichols.
Oh, I was gonna say I have copies of my flash drive. Let me just pull these up. Real quick.
Okay.
Drive. Nick Arcade. Where is it? Here we go. That's the wrong thing. Let's do 108. That works.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So you'd
There you
start
go.
out, the kids are playing a video game.
Except it's usually Pong.
And then they interview
Twist.
contestants. Then they do a game board.
You will earn 50 points.
Where they have a bunch of different squares. It could be like a points, pop quizzes, prizes. Like I'll try to show each one.
Now, we're going to ask you to identify
Like
some
for
similar
example, this
objects
one.
in a burst of video imagery here. All you have to do is identify 3 of the objects. Now, 5 of those objects are round. First team that can buzz in and name 3 of them will get 25 points and control of Mikey. Let's roll the video. Yellow team.
A donut, a wrench, and...
No.
Ooh, time is up. Let's roll the rest of the tape for the red team.
You have that, and you have like the enemy
Changing
squares.
anything, you still have control of Mikey, yellow team. What do you want to move them? Up again. Up. Right there, big brain.
I do like because there's 11 different worlds, so each world. So each world got like its own little identity thing. Like you have one for the ocean, one for the Wild West, one for the mall. And like each thing, like the questions were based on what the world was basically. Nico, do you have a particular favorite one? Like with the worlds?
I like the Space World.
I think that's cool.
Space World was always really cool.
You have that, you have the Pirates one. Actually, let me just... I can just look this up. Never mind, what am I doing? You have... I'm just looking up this... I have the wiki, I can just look this up here.
Yeah, we spent like a good 6 months creating that wiki.
The 11 ones we have, Camelittle, which is the... like the... mythical time stuff. Cape Cosmos, you have like space, core stuff, desert, neighborhood stuff. This, pirates, desert, or like Wild West. Oh, Camelot was like medieval time stuff. And then like time, jungle, the mall, stuff like this. Then you have a couple other things. You have a video challenge where they can play a video game. This was like the first game show to really have video games on it. The first Nick Game Show. Phil's a really good host.
Really,
his singing and stuff like that.
I think he honestly was a real person who put the 90s in Nickelodeon for his ethnicity and just his charm and interactions with the kids. It was perfect. He really loved the Orlando studio. But let's face it, he was so good that they gave him other projects, even if some of them left a lot to be desired.
You have to choose from Airbusters, No Brothers,
and also these are real video games, people. I know
King of the
some
Monsters,
of these weren't, because you have like the NES, SNES before it came out. That's why I have a fake controller. The Neo Geo, which nobody had because those systems were $700.
Super R-Type, what do you want to play? King of the Monsters. King of the Monsters, let's cruise over it. Come on with us, Montreal. King of the Monsters. Now, today you have to beat the Wizards Challenge. And for King of the Monsters, come on over. The King of the Monsters, the Wizards Challenge is 3,000 points in level 1.
So they would write down what they wager.
Now, the thing is, these are 2 monsters, and, ooh, alright. And he's the monster with the big, long, Cyrano nose here. And he's up there 1,820. He's got 3,000 points to get, and he's like over 26. He's done it, that's it.
Yeah, a lot of times I feel...
Hang on a second, let's find out what she wagers. She wagers 21 points. Zip back over there, we're going to tally up the score. Great plan. Bam, bam. Hey, you are on the board. You now have 21. Just for showing up and moving away.
And there were just also...
Tell them what they're going to take with them.
Yo, from Casio, rap keyboard with 45 instrument sounds for rapping along, plus a voice effector and built-in mic. So fresh, only from Casio. Now back to the king of chill. Here's Chill.
Yeah, so that was good. You had... well, that was the goal. So you had to try to reach the goal. Then you had, like, pop quizzes and stuff. Let me see if I can find one of those.
Yeah, red team. Pop quiz. Once again, I'm going to ask you a question. The correct answer will get you 50 points. Here we go. In the year... what is the year... excuse me. What is the first national holiday of the new year? Yes. Yeah, red team.
Valentine's Day?
No, it isn't. Yellow team, you have an answer?
Christmas?
No, it is not. It's actually New Year's Day. Yeah, it was actually the first national holiday named. All right, hang on. Here we go. Same deal.
So the team who had the most points would win.
Yeah, it was really a lot.
And then
I'm pretty happy with what they gave us.
Then they would go into the video zone, which was like this blue screen sort of thing.
Today's wizard, who is Scorcher. Now, for each item you collect, you get $50. For each level you get past, you will get a fantastic prize. All right, here is your challenge. In level 1, James has to collect 3 bunches of bananas sitting high in the jungle tree. The toucans, snakes, piranhas, and coconut-throwing monkeys will all take your power away. Go under the waterfall or touch the golden idol, and a rope will appear to help you get over it. Collect all 3 bananas, and your team will win this. Andrea!
The Harvard Portable Basketball System.
touch the right locker and the smelly sneakers inside will clear the room. Get all 3 books and your team.
Yeah, some of these prizes were just very fun to see. They were definitely 90s, and it was just great to have freebies.
That thing's like $500.
I'm not sure if you mentioned this. Yep. Not sure if you meant this, but sometimes we'd even...
What? What did you say? Sorry. What did you say? The thing got...
Sometimes we'd even get... Okay, sometimes we'd even get some video game questions, even though they were quite scarce.
Yeah. Oh, something also to bring up about the show. I didn't bring this up for Get the Picture Season 1. This was the first Nick Game... This was one of the few Nick Game shows, aside from Double Dare, to change its consolation prizes out. Like, for example, this is one of the original recordings.
Way cool stuff. Hands up.
Okay, Red Team, British Knights,
One of the ways to tell is that British Knights would always be the sponsor of these episodes.
You'll also be receiving each pack ballistic stay pack, the leader of the pack. Bags for school, play, and travel. Each pack's bags are stylish, tough, and built to last. Yours from each pack. Back to you, Phil.
Yeah, like, if you see a thing that says, like, oh, this kid won, you know, a Dunkin' Yo-Yo or Nestle Quick, and the copyright year is clearly 1997, that's obviously an altered plug.
This is the part of the...
Got one bunch, got hit by a toucan. Power still looks good. Ooh, his leg took a little more power here. The idle and the rope. And he got the third one like a champion. All right. His shot doesn't he hit? All right.
Very rarely you'd have kids screw up on the first level. Unless you're Nadine or, like, someone else.
One bunch of books gone.
Joseph?
Head on back there and
Joseph
get
got
that book.
screwed on that. He should have gotten the first one.
They're on a base push-up.
And then here you had to
All
defeat
right,
the Wizard, which
one
very few
more.
teams
All
did.
right. 30 seconds left. It's like great time to just hurry up. All right, then watch out for the creature.
The hourglass is an impossible spot.
They have to start maybe 20 seconds left. I feel good about they got hit.
startup message. It looked great.
Oh, man. So close. All right, starter's been hit. 10 seconds left. They have 10 seconds to try to beat Scorcha.
Yeah, they got 50 bucks for each item.
Oh, they're almost done. They have two. Out of time. Oh, my
Yeah, that's kind of why they didn't do money in the main round.
Yeah, well, the other thing is, if you look at the win rate for the show, Season 1 was... Where is it? That's Season 2. Where's Season 1?
It's 13 out of 42.
Yeah, Season 1 had, like, a decent win rate. So, like, a loss in Level 2, that wasn't... Like, here you at least got at least one prize, so... So you're guaranteed to win at least something on this show, at least.
I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, so no one really goes away empty-handed.
Except if you're Joseph, because the Nadine's team, a lot of people forget this, they got the Casio Rap keyboard in the one-on-one electronic basketball game, so they did still technically win something.
And Joseph's team, they got $50 each for getting the items.
No, I don't think they actually got anything. I'm pretty sure Phil said you don't get anything. Because the time ran out.
It stayed on the 2 items at the buzzer, so I'm pretty sure they counted it.
Oh, well, where would we put Season 1? Because Season 1 is iconic.
I'm going to put it A tier, definitely.
I was going to say S, but okay.
Actually, open the floodgates for the rest. You can put it S.
Yeah, okay, so Season 2 now is where we get to... The problem was... hey, so you guys remember how I mentioned... Okay, I can just... Oh, I have it on here too, never mind. So you guys remember how I mentioned... So you guys remember how I mentioned a Think Fast Skip Lackey had the opposite problem where the first half...
Be right back.
Okay. So you guys might remember how I said for Skip Lackey's Think Fast, they had an issue where only one person won the first half of the season, but the second half had a bunch of winners. Nick Arcade was the opposite problem. If you look at the win rate on the show, you might notice for this, only 9 teams won, and they were all in the first half of the season. Like, if you look at this is all the second half of the season.
It's outrageous.
Because, I'm not going to show, but there were so many, like, Video Zone games that were just ass. Like, you have Monsters on the Loose, which had 3 shutouts. You had the Snowball game, which nobody could frickin' win. I don't think I have any video footage of that. Oh, yes, I do.
Actually, 4 shutouts. 4 shutouts. It was 3 in a row, but technically not 3 in a row, but 3 aired in a row. And then that one shutout, it was Joy. She got nothing. Literally nothing.
Start is going at 8 seconds. All right, 1 out right in the head.
Behind the scenes on this.
Time is ticking. Time is ticking.
You had to actually throw objects.
That takes the fun out of it. It really ruins the aspect of the video zone.
One of the other things you'll notice is this game. Okay, I will say some things I like about this. Like, for example, I like the colored shirts. That's really nice. Except for the name tags, that looks nice. But you might notice
and I do
problem is that how little actual... Like, you don't start the game till about 4 minutes into the program. Because the intro was way too long. Like, I'll show you round 1. We have a video puzzle, a video challenge, a prize,
with 50 points,
and a goal. Like, you move 3 squares, that's it. Because of how much they kept dragging the intro out. That's something I didn't like, is it felt like you moved nowhere in the game. So nobody ever, like, reached the goal. And the problem is the video zone sucked. Like, for example... Like, okay, we have...
One unit away, she's still doing fine. The idol has been hit. There's the rope. She's over. She's done it at 48 seconds. All right, start. Hit start. Start has been hit. There goes Rich sailing away. Avoiding things, moving out of the way. Watch out. All right, good maneuvering. He has 1 treasure chest. He hit a mine.
Yeah, using a prop really ruins the fun of the video zone.
Oh my goodness, he's down to 2 units of power. There's a chest. Can he reach it? He got 2. All right, he has 2 units of power left, and he still has to get 1 last treasure chest.
Yeah.
There's 1. Can he reach it? Can he reach it? He did it! Yeah!
That took minimum like 20-30 seconds on that. And then nobody ever won with that. Which was
the only person to get all 3 immediate chests was the finale.
And I'll show this.
Where they just gave him the money anyway.
Because some of the video games were at least... There were very few teams who actually did good. This team actually won.
Be careful though, because you get to add more points to your score.
Oh, I forgot to actually show this. So, one of the biggest issues with Nick Arcade also is, if you're watching this on Gas, unlike some of the stuff like Finders Keepers, where it's like, oh, half the episodes didn't air because we can't find them. Half the episodes didn't, at least 20 episodes didn't air because of copyright.
Well, take a look at this scramble video and tell me
because of the puzzles where they use music videos.
The first team that can buzz in and correctly tell me who the artist is will get 25 points and control. Ready? Let's check out the video.
Well, we know every episode aired at least twice thanks to the documents.
Yes, yellow team.
Is it Def Leppard's Let's Get Rocked?
Let's take a look. You know what? We just need a name, but there you had it. Name and song. Hi,
Yeah, I'm trying not to show as much footage.
Like some of the music videos that they put there anyway.
I'm trying not to show as much footage, people, for this, so I don't get copyright claimed. Yeah, I like to say it looks better, but there's less time to actually play the game. The video zones were freaking terrible. It felt like some people didn't even try in the video challenges, because they made the challenges a lot harder. For example, one of the games I'm not going to play footage, like, there was a game called Thunder Force 3, I had to get 4,000 points. There was a game called Thunder Spirits, where basically you got hit once, you lost all your points, so some of the video challenges were basically impossible to win.
And then wasn't there Cyberlip that was cursed or something?
Yeah, nobody ever won that. Like, one of the games that was in the finale is Atomic Runner. I tried playing it, I rarely couldn't even get it was impossible to get past it for a certain thing. I would say probably C tier, honestly, or D tier, because the season sucked.
Yeah, and well, the very least the final regular win was the record.
Yeah, but still, I'd put it in C tier above Make the Grades thing, because that's...
Yeah, I agree. And despite how, yeah, you remember Headbanger's comment on like how he criticized the video zone.
Yeah. The problem is...
But